guys.
Wait, you did it just now! Hi, welcome to Chili's. Anyway, what's in my pocket? Oh, gum. Hey guys, watch for the thorn. Welcome to your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. No, speaking of that, go watch that movie, the new one, you know. It's a good one. Anyway, what is that movie called?
Avengers Infinity War.
Infinity War, go watch that. Anyway, no spoilers. But anyway, this is a series of events. No, I'm just kidding, unfortunate events. This is a series that we're gonna be doing, and it's gonna be called Conspiracy Theories. I don't know why I had to like deepen my voice. Anyway, conspiracy theory number one. We're gonna start off with
Go ahead.
Abraham Lincoln and JFK. And I know you're probably thinking, what is that? Who are you talking about? How are they related?
Please pay attention in history if you don't know who they are. Like,
go back to first grade. No. But if you don't know how they're related, I'll let Devaney lay it down.
so basically, the theory is that JFK was a reincarnation of Abraham Lincoln because they're both shot in the head.
Right before like a big event.
Yeah, major holiday type thing. Their killer
Had two last names.
had two last names, 15 letters, and then they were both replaced
By
by
vice presidents with the last name of
Johnson. So, like,
seems pretty weird to me. And I don't know if it's necessarily a reincarnation, because I don't know if you all believe in that. Comment down below if you do. But what I do think is weird is that somebody, if it wasn't a reincarnation, somebody must have like studied or like read about the whole Abraham Lincoln thing and like planned to redo it on JFK, and like, you know, it must have been like a real like coincidence, which is why it's a little weird.
circle of life.
Which leads us to conspiracy theory
Number 2.
Okay, so speaking of JFK and his timeline, the whole moon landing thing happened. And you're probably thinking, okay, what does that have to do with the conspiracy theory?
Let me tell ya.
Let me tell you this. People say that we never really landed on the moon. And there are some pretty big, obvious things behind that. Like the flag, when they first put it into the moon. There's no wind or gravity, like, on the moon.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry. So, like,
how's there wind?
because they say that, like, oh, it was, like, all raveled up, so it's, like, all wavy and stuff. Like, I get the fact that if it's raveled up, like,
It'll unravel.
anti-gravity will, like, unravel it, because that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make the thing to go like this.
It
'cause
wouldn't be flying. There's no wind.
There's no wind.
And another thing is, obviously, we have a ring light, right? And our shadows are behind us. Well, if there's multiple lights, yeah, if there's multiple lights, the shadows would be going different directions. So, in
Like,
the photos,
for example, if, like, this light was behind us, right? But if we had a light right there,
it'd be going
we
this
would have
way and
this
that
way and this way. So that's technically, like, not what we're saying. But we're saying that there's multiple lights not in the same area. So, like,
So it wasn't just the sun, which means it had to be staged. And also in the photos and videos, you can see ropes and like glares
wires.
and like wires.
And another thing before we move on to the rock, I remember something that normally, like, sometimes when, like, you have, like, your phone and you look at the sky, it doesn't, like, get the stars and stuff. But wouldn't you think, like, since they have, like, better technology, that they would capture the stars? But then if you look in the sky, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Because, like, you wouldn't be able to see, like, bigger stars because you're closer to them.
Yeah.
But there was none. Like, it was just completely, like, dark,
And even
black.
sometimes when you take photos, you can see the moon or some stars, but they're really little. So if it'd be on a good video camera, I'm pretty sure you'd probably see something.
Yeah. And then, so then there's just rock called the Sea Rock. And it's, like, one of the shots you can see, it's a perfectly carved sea into a rock.
Staging.
And, like, like, people are like, well, it's just happened to be there. I'm like, so are there aliens there? Or
Do they know our alphabet?
did the Russians get there before?
Yeah, like where the rock come from. So we're thinking that because, you know, America is above all other countries and we're better than everybody, we made it look like we landed on the moon just so we could claim it as we did it first, you know, we're the best. But I don't think we did, to be honest. And that leads us to conspiracy theory number 3.
9/11.
Speaking of which, airplanes. A lot of people are saying that all the videos you guys see on YouTube, anywhere, like the evidence and proof shows that there's planes, right? Makes sense. That's what 9/11 was. That's what happened.
Some videos prove otherwise.
They think they were CGI planes, things that the government's put into the video to make it look like that.
Because there's one clip where it's pointing up at a plane, and then it curves, and then like normally you would be able to tell like when the
like the plane like curves.
the curves
But
and like
you
the wing
can't
goes
see the
in
wing.
with it, but then the wing just like disappears.
Like it gets chopped off. So that's weird. And not just that, but when the plane hits the building, it looks like it just disappears into the building like some type of Harry Potter crap, which isn't normal.
But then there's another photo like where or like
It goes
a video
through the
where the
building.
tip goes through, but it's a steel building. Like it's made of like steel.
And yeah, there's windows and like a ton of glass, but do you really think like? And I get that a plane's big, but why would we build a building like to where it's able to get knocked down like a domino? It doesn't make any sense. So if it wasn't a terrorist attack, was it planned? Because I don't think it's just some coincidence.
Well, and then most of like not sports videos, news videos, before like the plane hits,
the
it blacks
screen
out.
goes black.
But then when you see like people like on their phones, it doesn't black out. It's like a full video of the plane going. But in the news ones, it's like it's going, blacks out, and then it hits. So
and my parents were there, and they said that they saw planes. So I'm assuming obviously that there was planes there, which is fine. But if there was planes there, there must have also been bombs. Because if it was a terrorist attack, they took over the plane, and there's probably a bomb in the lobby and bombs planted all over the rest of the building.
there was a firefighter that said there was bombs.
Yeah. So I feel like there's proof that there's bombs.
There was a janitor who worked there, and he was cleaning somewhere, and he's like, I saw bombs, because just like right before, and he saw it, but he got out, and he's like, there were bombs in the lobby, there were bombs.
Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of weird that he didn't report anything.
Well, because it happened right before.
Yeah, but like, so if there was bombs, that means somebody got past the lobby and the security and all this and that. So either we need to hire new security guards or somebody knew about it and this was all planned.
Like, it's just kind of weird. So, and it's also like connected to the Illuminati because it's kind of far-fetched, but the Illuminati is like obsessed with like prime numbers. That's like 1, 3, 7,
something like that.
So they're obsessed with that, and if you look at the date, it's full of prime numbers: 9, 11, 1.
Yeah.
That's kind of like weird, you know.
But like, so what did the Illuminati? What did the Illuminati do in it though?
It's just like so.
They think that the Illuminati like was involved with how the bombs got past everybody.
Well, not past everybody, but how it just kind of like it got so big.
Yeah, everybody talks about it like that. Like even now in 2018, people are like blowing up about
17 years later.
Yeah, and like conspiracy theories, everything's going on about this. So like, why is it such a big deal? You know what I mean? Like they wanted the publicity, and they got it. But like, then they're also secretive. So that's kind of interesting. Like nobody knows who they are.
Sometimes stuff gets out.
Yeah, but those people don't live. No, I'm just kidding. Those people don't live to tell their kids.
But it also, isn't it kind of weird how like 9/11's known for the Twin Towers, but not for the Pentagon, not for the crash into the forest.
That's true. There was 3 different planes that went down that day.
There was a lot of stuff that happened. Like the Pentagon got crashed. There was one that crashed into a field. There was some other like secret places and stuff. So if it's secret American places, how do foreign people know about it?
Exactly. How secret is it really?
So, and like, it's kind of weird how they're like, oh, 9/11 associated with only the 2 Twin Towers.
Yeah.
That's nothing else. Not the Pentagon, not anything else.
Then what
just
else?
the Twin Towers. You know, so it's kind of like, but my question is, like, the Twin Towers were made of steel, and they were meant to be made of steel, so like, if earthquakes happened, it would withstand them.
Yeah.
But a plane crash just suddenly breaks them?
And the way they fell, like, it wasn't like it got crashed into and then it fell over. It took like 45 minutes.
It looked like a bomb was in there because it just came crashing down like this.
Yeah, like,
because it was hit by a plane and it did move it. It would move like this and possibly onto
fall
the
over
other.
to the side. Yeah, like if it was hit from on this side, it'd fall over like this. It wouldn't just straight go down. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense.
The one that went down, you can see it was a blast from the middle of the thing, and it just went.
Yeah, and like I don't know, it's just bad. And there was so many people. It was like it's
So
crazy
many
how
lives
something
lost.
like the fact that was allowed, like that the fact that happened, like it's just there's something going on there.
And we're not saying, like, full disclosure, we're not saying, like, we believe these, this is what happened. We're just kind of like,
It's kind of weird. It's
like,
a little
hey,
off.
no one's thought of this before, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Exactly. And I just think it's weird because there's a lot of things we don't know about our government. We don't know, like, where the money goes sometimes. We don't know what they do after work, you know, like, we don't know who all the people are. Like, this,
There
the
are
secret,
some,
the Secret Service, you know, like, they, like, you, if you're in the government, like, if you're with the government, you can't tell anybody anything. Like, you can't tell your wife about your job, nothing. And I feel like that's a little weird. Like, why not?
after World War II, this is nothing that's related to 9/11, but it's related to the government that we might do the next video on. But after World War II, we found like a Nazi bunker full of like billions of bars of gold and stuff. So then we were like, okay, we'll transfer it to America to put it in safekeeping. Well, just magically 1 million of those just vanished, nowhere to be
Disappeared.
seen. And they're talking about how like the government was talking to the other, like the remaining, like Germany, like the SS, are just kind of like, you know, hey, this is here, what do we want to do, what's gonna go on.
Yeah, they were discussing it, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
It's just magically disappeared.
Seems a little weird to me.
And if you want to find out more like conspiracies like on that, like we'll do more videos, of
Yeah.
course. But there's this show on Netflix, it's only one season, but it's called Conspiracies, and you can find out more about like 9/11, the royal family,
Yeah.
aliens,
And there's a ton of other YouTubers that do these kinds of things, like
Shane
Shane
Dawson.
Dawson. Yeah.
like Queen.
So we're gonna be doing a couple more of these, and we will see you guys in the next video.
And if you have any preferences, please comment down below,
Yeah.
and we will look more into them.
Yeah, we'll do some research. But yeah, so comment down below if you believe in any of these or what like your take is on these. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Have a nice day.
Hi guys! I swear I was in the video the whole time. I just wasn't in the frame and nobody told me.
How am I supposed to know?
Whatever. Anyway, I'm here guys, and I'll see you in the next video.